Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we do have some developer notes that they posted over on their socials that we're going to go through. But before that, I just wanted to cover something quickly in the event. I did mess up in my video. I forgot to click one of my chests. So we do actually get 30 of the keys per day. So you get 30. As you can see, I got 5 more. I used one accidentally. But we get extras there. Look at this, just getting them crits, getting into the next one. But the thing with it is, some people pointed out, and I thought of this before the video, but I didn't see it anywhere, that normally in these, the event ends in 14 days, but the drops end in 12, and there's normally a second little timer there that says, you know, drops end in this long, but it doesn't have that. So I would assume that maybe it would only last for 12 days on drops, but not too sure. But I think with the way the crits are working in this thing, I think everyone should be pretty fine to get at least a sell hypo from it. I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. I think it'll be fine, but I'll keep you guys updated on this event. But let's go ahead and pop my last one, see if we can hit one. Do I get to try? Do I get to try? Thank you. Another crit. So what does that mean? 50. 50 over 12 days. That's 600. So, you know, we should be pretty good even if it's only 12 days. Depending on RG, it'll fluctuate a bit. But let's jump over and check out the dev notes. Okay, so we have 3 Q&As to go through here with the dev team. So the first one, will there be a chance for players to reset their eternal engravings? Yes, we noticed this discussion around the long pauses between the launches of different factions' engravings. We hear you and will address the issue. The solution we are currently considering is a limited time event scheduled after the release of the Graveborn engravings, Graveborn being the last engravings to come out. That will allow players to reset their progress. Players who feel they have invested resources on the wrong heroes will have the chance to make a correction. So the thing with this one is, I feel like it's the sort of thing that maybe if they give us like one reset a month, where you can like reset one character and then put it into another one, that would be nice, because metas shift, and just because you're investing in a meta for now, even like, because the reason they're doing this, by the way I can read it, is that because people, you know, invested in a sell hypo, but then, you know, the other factions come out and they're like, oh, that would have been a better investment. But like, metas change, and like new heroes may affect the meta, new heroes may have something better. I just feel like, you know, one a month, where it's like you get to use it once a month, and if you don't, you don't. So I feel like that would be a cool way to do it, but I don't think they will quite go down that path. But yeah, at least we will be able to change it. I'd really hope before they introduce this feature, they like rework some of them, because some of the Lightbearer ones, like I said in my video when I covered the Lightbearer ones, they're actually really nice. Some really nice like sort of ability extensions in the Lightbearers, whereas a lot of the ones before that, especially in the Cell Hyper range, were just numbers, and they're not as interesting or impactful. So I'd love to see them like consider reworking some of the ones they've already done, but you know, we'll have to wait and see. Moving on. All right, let's zoom in for this one. My head's gonna be in the way. Let's do this. And I can sit there, sick. I could probably just get rid of myself. You guys don't really care that I'm here. Anyway, will the Isle of Gold return to the game? It would be great to see this game mode available all year round. So Isle of Gold, that was the one where you rolled the dice, you went around the board, you placed your defenses, you placed your resource gathering stuffs, and then you went and pillaged people. Yes, we plan to bring back the Isle of Gold in early October. Based on your feedback from last time, we will make the following optimizations to improve the game experience. Below is a general summary of the potential optimizations. Details are subject to change. Please stay tuned for the final announcement. Suggestion number 1. Pillaging was too time consuming. Players needed to visit the Isle repeatedly to complete daily tasks. Yeah, I agree with this one. It was like, you'd go around the board, you'd get extra pillaging attempts, and then you'd have to go pillage to keep doing your board run. It was actually really frustrating. We are considering raising the pillage quota and cap. Players will thus be able to accumulate their pillaging chances and use them all at once. This will free players from frequent visits and repetitive actions. That's a good fix to me. Like I said, like, it'd be nice to be able just to do all your board rolls and then go ahead and do your pillages, instead of trying to get your board rolls done. You gain an extra pillage. Now you got to go pillage because you don't want to overcap it, and then away you go. Suggestion number 2. It was troublesome moving constructed buildings to another position. It was annoying. You had to land on it, then click the move thing, then move it to somewhere, but then you'd have to land on the next one you want to move, and it was really bad. It was really bad. Any plans to change this? We'll introduce an edit mode that allows players to move, switch their buildings freely and easily. That's a much better system, because especially like when you first start, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know how you want to set it up, and you got to land on it to move them. That was really weird. Anyway, suggestion number 3. Defending your resources from being pillaged was really hard. Successful defense efforts should be rewarded. Otherwise, it's frustrating to be on the defensive side. I completely agree with that one. We will consider adding reward items for successfully fending off pillagers. Cool beans. Suggestion number 4. The defensive buildings were too weak. They need to be balanced. We will redesign the garrison mechanisms to offer better defensive dynamics. Cool beans. I was one of the ones that just went all in on resources as well. Many of you fervently asked to make the Isle of Gold permanent. We really appreciate the enthusiasm. It's a great joy to see the new game mode being so well liked. We will first focus our attention on optimizing this feature's game experience before considering making it a permanent part of the game. If it was a permanent part of the game, it'd be a really good resource generator, so that would be nice. So we'll wait and see what happens with that one. Let's move on to the next. And this is the final one we do have, I believe. Yes, final one. The Legends Championship currently adopts a frustrating mechanism to determine the winning team when the battle's timer runs out and both teams survived. Will you consider amending these rules? Yes, we are thinking of adding an extra time when the battle timer runs out if both teams have an equal number of heroes on the battlefield. Okay, this sentence stumbled me a couple times. The extra time will result in a fiercer battle. I think the B's not supposed to be there. The extra time results in a fiercer battle. That's what it's meant to be. And will end when one side's team entirely wipes out. Details will be shared in a relevant patch notes when the change is implemented and launched. Stay tuned. When they say that, like, it sounds like, okay, you're adding an extra time and then you've still got to kill them. So that extra time is just extending the time. But the way I understand it, in the way I'd probably do it, is like in that extra time, you increase damage and decrease healing, like a lot of games do. And then eventually you get to the point where one of them has to die. So I'd assume that's what they do, and I think that's a good solution, but we'll have to wait and see. But that is going to be it for the patch notes, for the dev feedback. Like I said, sorry about the event. I got my calculations wrong last time, but I don't think there's going to be any issue for free-to-play players getting a hero if they want to get it. But once again, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.